tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey Nashville fans, welcome to another, sorry, I yelled in your ear. Welcome to another AfterBuzz show for your favorite show, Nashville. This is season 3, episode 22, the season finale. It was such a great finale. I'm your host, JJ Jurgens, and as you can see, sorry guys, it's just me again tonight, but we did this once before and we can do it again. So I'm going to try to talk about everything that I have down here as best I can. There was so much going on in this episode, so I'm sure you guys all loved it and have just been thinking about it all night long. So let's first start talking about Layla. So she finally realizes that, you know, Jeff hasn't disappointed. He still is the bad guy that we all know, even though you all know I love him, but he's still the bad guy. But so she went a little Elin Woods on him, bashing the car with the golf club. So at least she got some aggression out. We saw a little bit of power from her. Jeff was just really creepy this episode, how he was just trying to control everything. And, cause really I was kind of thinking that he was I guess I just wanted to believe it. I thought he was turning a little bit and was just, you know, trying to help her out and protect her. But yeah, he just got a little creepy with it. We see him do like nice little like butt tap to her at one scene. But I was glad that she finally, you know, took control and found her phone that, you know, he was hiding from her, and got the message from Rayna and found out that they're all worried about her and did some investigating. So she does find out that he was the one that sent the text from her phone, and she has a realization of everything that's gone down has all been created because of him. So, you know, I don't know. What do you guys? I'd like to hear what you guys think, though, about her forgiving him and accepting his apology, and looks like probably going to be stay with him after she told the cops that everything was okay. So, what do you guys think about that? Did you like that? Do you want to see them together? Do you hate them together? Yeah, I kind of was ready for them to be over, actually. I think she'd probably be better to move on and find somebody a little more stable in her life, as much as I hate to say that about Jeff. So let's see what else we have. Next up, Juliette this episode. Wow. I just thought Jonathan Jackson nailed his scenes this week. You could just see all the pain in his eyes and all the emotion as he's trying to process like how to handle the situation. You know, she just, when she referred to the baby, I think I had written down, you know, she said, I don't have time for that today, you know, and he says that has a name. Just, we really see how she's really sinking into this depression and just doesn't realize at all that she has a problem and needs help. And I think it was very tough to watch. I think he was great trying to hang in there and really be patient with her, and you can tell how much he loves her and is willing to like work through this with her, and you know, wasn't quick to just bail and wants her to recognize that she has a problem, but she just won't. And you know, we see her, I think it really finally crushed him when after Jeff was the one that she slept with behind his back before, and so there's obviously such a painful spot in him for Jeff, you know, a hurtful spot that she would go so far as to go back with Jeff. I think was the final thing for him, and just really shows, you know, no respect for their relationship at this point. And you know, we see her go crazy with Rayna when Rayna won't just do her demands and put the album out right away, and it's pretty shocking that she, you know, went to I guess maybe not so shocking after we've seen her kind of on the spiral, and we know she's out to do whatever she can to push her career at this moment. But to see her actually go to Jeff and then eventually want to be signed with Luke. I thought I give kudos to Luke for standing up for, even though he's hurt from Rayna, I thought he did the good guy thing by initially telling Juliette that he, didn't want to sign her because he didn't think he could do that to Rayna. But of course we see, Juliette just has quick to cut all ties to Rayna and throw under the bus and ready to go with Luke. And so we see Luke ultimately realizes that this is a good business move for him and does end up, giving her the offer. Crushing at the end though, when she has the big blowout with Avery, and I think that scene particularly, just the tears and the hurt behind his eyes, and that it was just an amazing scene. But to see that she definitely chooses her career and this album over her family and her new baby. And then when Luke gives a chance for her to back out of the tour after all this, calls right after, and she has that chance to do the right thing and be with her family, and she says she's never been more ready for anything than this. So really, really sad scene with Juliette. So I'm hoping that now that we have a season 4, that she'll come around and get the help that she needs and be back with her family. All right. Will, such a good episode with Will this week. Love that it came out that he took charge. So we start out by seeing, Luke going to Jeff and being furious that Jeff, didn't tell him that Will was gay. So I thought I was going to be mad at Luke for a while here because it seemed like he wasn't so accepting of it. But I like that when when Will went in to talk to Luke about it, Luke gave him the option to tell the truth and just say, I just want to be ahead of this. So you just either got to tell me whether it's true or not, and how to handle things, because regardless, it's coming out, and we just want to be the ones to say something first. So I wasn't surprised that in that moment that Will didn't come clean. But I was really keeping my fingers crossed that it was going to happen later. So, we see him interacting with his dad more. So we see more history of how, his dad, of course, hasn't changed at all. And what his dad wanted was for him to have been changed now, and all of a sudden have, wants to meet these girlfriends in his past, and, just think it's all okay as long as he has girlfriends in his life now. And then watching his dad's reaction when he saw the gay couple in the restaurant, and he just, lost his appetite, and, yeah. So I'm glad that Kevin is such a great guy. We all love Kevin, right? Like, such a great guy. And I think I like that. I'm surprised that he was willing to go along with the press conference and stand up there for Will and lie and say that they weren't together. But I love that about him. I do love that he cares so much about him, that he wanted the best for him and his career as much as, I think once he did that, he definitely wasn't going to be able to stay in that relationship. I don't think, because he says that he's fought so much to not be in the closet, and he didn't want to get put back in there. So I think he would have respectfully got out of the relationship. But I think having Will, watching him walk out, as he started to say that it was all a lie, and then I love that Will couldn't take it, and I love that his dad walked out and he just didn't care, and he went back to find Kevin on the porch afterwards, and I thought it was a great moment when he said that he loved him and it was just the real him right there. So yay for that one. We got one happy thing this episode for sure, so that was great. Let's go ahead and talk about so we had big moves with Caleb asking Scarlett if she would like to move in, and she did not take much time to think about that at all, and she said right away that she would. So very interesting that we had her committing to that, and then we also had Gunnar and Kylie going to go on a road trip to Texas to see Micah. So I like that eventually we get to see Scarlett and Gunnar kind of pulled back together again. So Scarlett has her moment of, being in bed with Caleb getting inspiration about having a great song concerning Rayna and Deacon. And I know that we all love when Scarlett and Gunnar sing together. So I thought for sure that this song tonight did not disappoint. This is probably one of my favorite songs that I've ever heard them sing together. Great song, just great lyrics, and just the connection that they had in those final moments. And we get to see them almost just about kiss when we kind of think they've made the decision to not be together, and they're accepting their kind of new roles in each other's lives of just being friends and doing this career thing together. But we see them almost kiss. I'll save what I think about that for predictions, but I definitely love seeing that moment. I love seeing Scarlett have the tear coming down her eye, and seeing them reconnect like that, because there's just, besides Deacon and Rayna, there's just no real chemistry that's better than those two together. So let's see what else we have. Let's go ahead and talk about, I have a glare on my board over there. Teddy, wow. Teddy, we had a feeling it was going to be bad news for Teddy. And, so the U.S. attorney comes to him again, Dash, and is kind of upset that he's taken so long to get, the goods that he needs from the senator. Good for Teddy for being a stand-up guy in this episode. At first he says he doesn't want to do it if it's going to involve throwing Tandy under the bus. So I like that he even just has the loyalty for Tandy. And it's just too bad that he keeps getting pushed and keeps getting pushed. But I like how he stood up at the end and was ready to face the consequences and just was not going to put his family through any more hurt. And Rayna, I mean, he found out that if he were to get that Tandy's the money used his family and Rayna, and I really wish that they would have given him that, just considering everything that Rayna's going through, everything that the girls are going through at this moment. I thought the guy could have at least given a little moment of sympathy for that and let him at least have 24 hours or something to tell him. But not so much. Poor Teddy. And we also see, at the end, the news story is on the TV, but Rayna gets pulled away and the girls turn away. So we don't think anybody, saw it right here at this moment. So they still don't know about it. So that will be something to kick off season 4 with as well. And then in our final story, wow, we have Deacon getting ready to go into a surgery, and he's having, we start out the episode with him in this, looking wonderful, being in clear, this cloudy, but blue skies, having a great kind of moment in the grass. And then all of a sudden the sky turns dark. He's in the grave. He's getting dirt shoveled on his grave. So he keeps having these dreams, and he's really afraid that when he goes into surgery that he's going to die. Wow. I mean, and then we just see Beverly again. Man, she just does not have a nice bone in her body. And we see her challenging Rayna from the beginning, when she's singing with the girls, and we really realize that this is, again, all about Beverly. She wants to have that career. The girls, they all tell her that, oh yeah, she used to have a professional career. And then she says that she could have, had a really, really great one. Always kind of putting these digs on it, Rayna, and you can tell that she really wants to kind of push Rayna aside and take over in this place and have, Rayna's career and success and be part of the family with the girls and singing with Deacon. And wow. So, I like the way that Rayna handles her, because, she didn't create a scene. She waits to have her little moment with her, and she still doesn't ever really blow up or give her the satisfaction of really giving her a piece of her mind, which I think would have been very, she should have at this point, or could have at this point. But I like the way she handled it. But yeah, just such a snarky, bitchy woman. Wow. So yeah, anyway. So we see Deacon go, into surgery. Now we find out that there's, well, sorry. Let me step back a second. Sorry, it's a little harder when I'm just by myself. I don't have people to throw in things, but yeah, I like the moment where Deacon, right before the surgery, is really scared, and he reaches out to Rayna and he wants to get married, right then. And I really thought this was a great Rayna Deacon moment, because I liked the way she calmed him down, and she just, said she understands what he's going through and the thoughts that he's having, but that she has, that he's had these nightmares, but that she has dreams of her own. And I like that she put a very positive spin on it, calmed him down, said that, she definitely wants to marry him, but, is not going to marry him in the hotel, in the hospital room like that. So I thought it was a great moment with those two. And I like the fact that they said their vows and they made it official for them before he went into the surgery. So he goes into the surgery, and now we're kind of left hanging. Dr. Caleb comes out being the bearer of bad news again, and we find out, we hear flatlining sounds, and we find out that, somebody's having, that there are complications. So I don't know. We'll have to tune in again next season to find out. I mean, Nashville just does such a good job at these cliffhangers at the end of the season. So kudos to the writers and the buildup that you guys give us, because you guys did not disappoint tonight. There was I think we got so many great moments with all the different storylines. You really kind of put them all in there for us. So giving us a lot to think about over the next break until September. So great job. It's been an awesome season. I'm going to just look here real quick to make sure there's nothing major that I guess I forgot to mention poor Glenn here in the midst of Juliette's madness. She, fires him. We love Glenn here, so we're really sad when she treats him poorly. They had a quote from Beverly where she says, don't say I never gave you anything. It's just like, who says that? You're giving your brother a liver. She just is nasty. I did want to mention, I thought Juliette looked fantastic when she gave her performance. I thought that denim blue and her blue eyeshadow, and she just really, again, just owns that stage when she is up there. It was another great song in the episode. Really, really good music this episode. So it was fun and enjoyable just to see her up owning the stage again, even though I disagree with the way she's treating the rest of her life. She, you can't deny that she is just great on stage, and she really has it. And just, looking fantastic after, having the baby this year. It just looks amazing. Very sad that Avery also said that, about the baby, that it's just not safe with Juliette. Sorry guys, I don't think I even touched on the fact that we saw the big moment where Juliette threw, what was so mad at Avery, wanted to hold the baby, and then threw the glass against the wall and shattered it. But a very, very scary moment. And I am surprised that, I think watching last episode, watching this trailer, I thought that would be the moment that she would realize that she really needed to get help. And I thought that we would see her in this episode going and getting help. So I was surprised that even that, like, she thought if she just bought a new one, she came home with it to Avery, that everything was going to be okay, because, she just replaced it, and then that was supposed to make everything better and fine. So really like the fact that Avery is sticking to his guns and not just saying that that's okay, and really, we see him sad and leaving with the baby, and kind of we can tell he's just not gonna return until she really wants it and wants to be a family and part of the life, and finds the help that she needs. All right, let me see if there's anything else. I just thought I had the lyrics of the song, just the Gunnar and Scarlett sang, just was I Will Never Let You Go, which I think was very fitting for the whole episode, because with Rayna and Deacon and her, being there for him and not wanting to say goodbye to him and not letting him die. And then now the heartstrings of Gunnar and Scarlett kind of being pulled back together. So I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm so sorry. I want to definitely hear your comments, because I wish I could hear them right now and we could talk about it some more. But I just want to thank you guys for watching us all season long. It's been another great season, and we are so excited that we have season 4 next year to talk about so much more and see where these stories go. So we're looking forward to that. I will try real quick to do a little bit last round of some news and gossip and predictions. So let's start with news and gossip.
AFTERBUZZ TV News.
Okay, so first of all, we kind of already said yay, 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 season 4. So we all kind of reacted to that already during this week when we got the news. So that is very exciting. Cannot wait. I had another little bit of news is that Laura Benanti is just she is on Supergirl. So that's, if you're fans of hers, check out that this fall. It'll be a fun show on CBS. And she believes is Supergirl's mom. So fun news for her. And now I'll try a couple predictions here.
Your AFTERBUZZ TV Predictions.
Okay, so my prediction is there is no way Deacon is dead, because I don't know about you guys, but if Deacon's gone, that I love him, and I tune in for everybody, but I need my Deacon fix every week. So Deacon is going to be fine, but I think that Beverly is dead, and to that I say good riddance. Doesn't really hurt me on that one. So karma might get her. Sorry, guys. All right. I also think that I don't think that Scarlett and Gunnar will get together. I think them stopping at the kiss, I think they're still going to decide that right now they don't want to do that. And I think they're going to he's going to go on this trip. And I think that Scarlett is going to stay with Caleb for a while longer in the first part of next season. But eventually, I think during the next season, they will find their way back to each other. And I think that's all I got right now. So, all right. Thank you guys again so much. If you want, you can follow me at JJ Jurgens on Twitter, JurgensJJ on Instagram, and on my blog at tomgirl.tv. And with this conversation, you can follow with the hashtag ABTV Nashville, and we'll just keep the comments up there. We'll keep it going, and we'll start it again next year. Thank you guys so much. It's been so fun. Bye-bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.